everybody, it's Marissa. Thanks for coming back to see me. This is week 213 and here to give you an update of what I've been up to. It's been quite a while since I last updated. I don't even remember. It's been a couple months at least. Life has kind of just happened and I've just been kind of going with the flow with things. An opportunity to update and I really want to do that, so that's why I'm here. I hope you're all doing well. I'm looking at my notes here, so I'm looking down because there were things I wanted to talk about. Most importantly, in September 13th, I had my 4-year post-op from a gastric bypass surgery. So 4 years ago, I made the decision to change my life, and a lot has happened since then. To recap, this is what I used to look like. Yeah, a lot has happened in my life in the past 4 years. When I started my journey, I was living alone. I lived in an apartment by myself. I was completely single, alone, not even thinking of dating before I had surgery. And then, you know, life unfolded for me. And here I am 4 years later. I'm married and I'm living in my own home. We have a baby. Little Sophia is now 5 months old. And she's just an absolute joy. I'll show some pictures of her at the end. She's napping right now. That's why I found the time to come on really quick, and my husband's keeping an ear out for her. So, you know, obviously when you have a baby, everything is just different and you kind of run on someone else's timetable, you know, meaning the baby kind of, you know, runs the show. So, you know, yeah, I've just been trying to just kind of adjust to my new life and everything. But going back to the 4 years out, you know, it's still a journey. It's still a process, I have to say. Things kind of changed for me in the last year, obviously, you know, getting pregnant, you know, having a baby, being, you know, looking at all these physical changes and everything that came with it. You know, it's a lot to adjust to. I'd say overall, you know, my pregnancy was a wonderful experience. It was just a matter of getting back into the swing of things and getting back into, you know, getting comfortable in my own skin. I am actually about 25 pounds up still from where I was at my lowest. I had already gained 10 before I got married in September of 2013, and then I still have 14 pounds of pregnancy weight. So, you know what, 25 pounds over 4 years, you know, I lost 174 total. I'm not going to cry about that. I'm still working very hard. Historically speaking, when I've gone for my my post-op visits with my surgeon, I've always been really nervous about that and their reaction, how I'm doing, and I'm always kind of like on the edge about, am I doing things right? Are they going to think I'm okay? And you know, when I went in this time, I went in with a big like disclaimer, like, I just had a baby, you know, a couple months ago, please, you know, be easy on me. And actually they were very kind to me. Overall, you know, they just told me to keep working hard. I'm actually seeing my dietitian now at the bariatric center. I see her again in a couple of weeks. I decided to do these couple month checkups just to kind of talk and chat about, you know, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, you know, basically about life, to get weighed, just to kind of keep myself on track that way. For a while there, after I had Sophie, I was doing my MyFitnessPal. That was working for me to stay, you know, on top of things. But I found that I didn't have the accountability that I needed. You know, I just was not weighing myself as frequently. I wasn't, you know, doing that whole thing. I was kind of afraid of the scale. So I kind of went the other route, which I'd done before in the past. I'm back on Weight Watchers. So I have to say it's going really well. I'm loving the program. I like the accountability of going to a meeting every week. I actually go with my best friend of like 20 some years. She and I go together, and she's been going for quite some time, and she's been very successful. And it's more about just it's that accountability that I really needed in my life. I'm still making protein a priority, but being pregnant, I let so many old foods back into my life that I was finding it really hard. After I was pregnant, I was cutting entire food groups out. You know, I wasn't eating any carbs anymore. I wasn't doing, you know, especially that. And I found that if I could find a roundabout way, like a whole, just eat, you know, everything in moderation and in balance, you know, I would find more success that way. And actually that's what's been working for me. I've been going to Weight Watchers for 5 weeks now, and I've only lost 4 pounds. I shouldn't say only as if that's not a huge deal, but for me it's been a lot of hard work. Definitely to lose these 25 pounds is going to be major work. You know, the honeymoon is definitely over, and I have to really just do the hard work the old-fashioned way. But I'm doing what works for me, and I'm very conscientious still, you know, of this whole thing, and I never really let go of the rope. And, you know, even when I was 9 months pregnant, you know, I was still very aware of, you know, the work I would have to do down the line, and here I am, and I'm still working at it, and I just have to know that it's not going to be an overnight process. When I say I lost 4 pounds in 5 weeks, I initially, in the first 2 weeks, I lost like 3.5 pounds. And then the week after that, I gained like 1.2, and then I was down again like 1.8. So like when it averaged out, it was like 4 pounds. So, you know, I had to kind of pick myself up the week before this last weigh-in on Saturday, because I was feeling really terrible. You know, I was feeling really confident about myself, and when I had a gain, it could have been a lot of factors, you know, it could have been time of the month or something, I don't know, retaining water. I still battle with the psychological, you know, things that come along with like looking at the scale and seeing a number I don't like and just feeling defeated. But I just know that I have to keep moving forward. So when I went to weigh in this last Saturday, I kind of had to go in there, and I even asked my husband, I said, what am I going to do if I gain weight again? And he's like, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. He's like, you just keep going. You don't let that stop you. And, you know, I have to thank him a lot, because he's definitely a huge motivator and a huge support for me, you know, just to never stop trying and fighting, you know, on this journey, because, you know, I don't want to throw in the towel because I had a baby. And if anything, I want to be healthier for my baby. You know, I see her, and, you know, she's a brand new life, and there's, you know, the world is her oyster. And as her mother, I want to be able to give her as much as I possibly can. And if I can give her the gift of having a healthy, fit mom, I will do that. You know, I want to be able to run around with her and keep up with her. So, also at work, I started going to the gym. We have an associate gym, and I've been using that, you know, I finally, you know, came to my senses and thought, stop trying to go to Zumba after work, stop trying to lament why and feel bad why you can't make these classes. Like, I used to go to Zumba all the time, but with the way my work schedule is, and with the way my daughter's sleep schedule, she's usually in bed by 6. I mean, she's an early sleeper. And, you know, if I went to Zumba, I would never see her, because my husband stays home with her during the week. Except on Fridays, I have half day, and you know, I see her basically most of the day Friday, and then of course the weekend. So I had to kind of sacrifice, you know, thinking to myself, am I going to go to Zumba and not see her? And it's absolutely not. I mean, there's nothing in the world that would rank over seeing my baby. So I decided I need to find the exercise, the time when I can. And that's when I decided just to go ahead and bite the bullet and go during work. And it's been going very well. I pack my bag. I walk for about 45 minutes. I just do I do the incline. I just kind of fluctuate on that a little bit to kind of make it more interesting. I want to add in some weight training. That was also on the advice of the PA when I went to my surgery follow-up. So, you know, it's all little baby steps, but I'm trying to just adjust to my life, because obviously I don't have that freedom like I used to just go to a million Zumba classes a week if I wanted to. Not, you know, a million, but, you know, to go to class whenever, just knowing that I had my husband. But now that I have my baby, everything is just completely different. And you want to, you know, I feel like I need to stretch myself out as much as possible. You know, I have to give my time to work. I got to give my time to my husband and to my daughter, and to prioritize. And obviously work, I don't want it to rank highest, but unfortunately I have to go there. So my time outside of work, I have to really just, you know, pick and choose how I want to spend it. So that's how that all came to be. But this is my update for now. I hope to, you know, start updating every couple of weeks. I probably will be talking about Weight Watchers more, because it really has been like the key for me right now. I did a 4-year picture, you know, of where I am now as opposed to when I first started at my highest weight. So that's kind of fun. Take a peek at that. Behind the scenes a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm not doing the hard work. And I just wanted to let you all know that I didn't fall off the face of the earth or gain 100 pounds or anything like that. because I know it's tough, and you know, backsliding is easy, you know, fighting is the hard part. But I just want to say that if anybody out there is thinking of gastric bypass surgery, please consider it. It changed my life. As long as you're willing to do the work, it's definitely a wonderful thing. And I've enjoyed all this time I've been on YouTube, and I just wanted to keep everybody up to date with how I'm doing. And that's it. I will talk to everybody soon. Take care. Bye.